Martell Holt walked into the courthouse expecting a normal court appearance, but what happened that day turned into another major moment that had fans talking everywhere. The situation quickly became bigger than just a court date. It became a conversation about choices, behavior, and the history between Martell and Melody Holt. On the 2nd of December 2025, everyone's attention was on the Madison County Courthouse in Huntsville, Alabama. The case involving Martell was something fans had already been following closely. People wanted to know what would happen next, and many were waiting to see how everything would play out. But when Martell arrived, things did not go the way people expected. Instead of walking in quietly and handling business, Martell arrived with a lot of attention around him. He came dressed in all black, holding paperwork, looking prepared for the moment. But the biggest thing people noticed was not his outfit or the papers in his hand. It was who was standing beside him. Martell arrived with his girlfriend, and for many people watching the situation, that decision immediately raised questions. This was not just any place. This was a courthouse where serious matters were being handled. This was a place connected to a situation involving Melody, the mother of his children. So seeing his girlfriend there became a major talking point. People started asking why he would bring her into that environment. Many fans felt that a courthouse was not the right place for that type of appearance. They believed the focus should have been on the legal situation and keeping things calm. Instead, the day quickly became filled with tension and discussion. But before all of that happened, there was already confusion about the court date itself. When people arrived, they found out something unexpected. The hearing had been moved. The reason was that the courtroom was being used for jury duty, so the case could not happen that day. Now, court dates changing is not unusual. These things happen all the time. But what made people talk was the claim that Martell's own lawyer did not properly inform him about the change. So Martell showed up ready for court, only to find out that the hearing was not happening. For many people watching from the outside, this was another strange moment in a long list of situations involving Martell. Instead of leaving quietly, witnesses said Martell stayed around the courthouse. He appeared comfortable with the attention and the people watching. And that is where the bigger conversation started. Because many fans have followed Martell's journey for years. They have watched the ups and downs, the public arguments, the relationship issues, and the moments that played out in front of cameras. So when another situation happened, people were not looking at it as just one single day. They were looking at the bigger picture. They were looking at a pattern. The relationship between Martell and Melody has been one of the most talked about stories connected to love and marriage Huntsville. Their marriage ended publicly, and many details of their personal lives became part of the conversation. Melody went through a very public breakup while also trying to move forward with her own life, her career, and raising their children. That is why this courthouse situation caught so much attention. People felt like the history between them was already heavy enough. Adding more drama to a legal setting made things feel even more serious. Then came the moment that really made people react: the presence of Martell's girlfriend. According to people who were there, she was not just waiting outside, she was inside the courthouse as well. That detail changed the whole mood. Many people online began discussing whether that choice was respectful or whether it was meant to create a reaction. Because this was a moment where emotions were already high. Melody was there dealing with a serious situation. Martell was there for legal reasons. The last thing many expected was more tension. But the tension reportedly increased. Inside the courthouse, near the elevator area, there was said to be an uncomfortable situation involving Martell's girlfriend and Melody. People nearby noticed what was happening, and Melody's bodyguard was there to help keep things from becoming worse. That detail alone made fans ask more questions. Why did things reach that point? Why did a courthouse situation become so heated? And why did it seem like everyone around them was caught in the middle? A courthouse is supposed to be a place where people handle serious matters calmly, but that day, it became another scene that people were discussing for days. Many fans believe Melody has been dealing with a lot over the years. They remember the struggles shown publicly, the difficult moments, and how she continued moving forward. They also point out that Melody has often tried to keep things peaceful, especially because children are involved. When two people share children, every decision becomes more complicated. Even when a relationship ends, the connection does not completely disappear. There are still conversations, responsibilities, and situations where both people have to be present. That is why many viewers believe that keeping things respectful matters even more. But the courthouse situation did not end there. After the court appearance, another claim started spreading. People who said they witnessed what happened described a moment where Martell and Melody had another interaction outside the courthouse. The claim was that Martell followed her outside and spoke to her from his vehicle. This became another major topic because many people felt that after a stressful day, the last thing anyone needed was another confrontation. The situation quickly became a debate online. Some people questioned Martell's actions, while others wanted more information before making a judgment. But one thing was clear. The public was paying attention. Every move, every word, and every reaction was being discussed. And that is something that has followed both Martell and Melody for years. Their lives have been watched by fans who feel like they have seen their story from the beginning. People have watched them build businesses, deal with family issues, and handle personal problems in front of the world. That is why moments like this feel bigger than just one event. Fans are not only reacting to one day at a courthouse, they are reacting to years of history. Many viewers believe Melody has shown strength through difficult moments. They point out that she continued working, taking care of her children, and building her own future. At the same time, many people are asking, when enough is enough? When does someone decide that they will no longer allow certain situations into their life? That question is something many viewers are discussing, because there is a difference between being patient and allowing someone to keep crossing boundaries. And that is the main reason this courthouse situation became such a big conversation. People are not only talking about what happened that day, they are talking about what it represents. A long history, a complicated relationship, and two people who continue to be connected because of their children. As more details continue to come out, fans are waiting to see what happens next. Because with Martell and Melody, the story has never been simple. There always seems to be another chapter. The reason this situation continues to get so much attention is because people feel like they have watched this story unfold for years. It is not just about one argument or one moment. It is about everything that happened before and everything that came after. Fans who have followed Martell and Melody's journey remember the difficult times that played out publicly. Their relationship became a major topic because so much of their personal life was shown in front of viewers. The problems, the disagreements, and the changes in their family life were not hidden. Many people watched as everything changed over time. That is why when another situation happens, people immediately start looking back at the past. They ask questions. They wonder if this was just another random moment, or if it connects to a bigger pattern. And after the courthouse situation, many people started talking about Martell's behavior and the way he handles conflict. Some fans believe Martell has always had a habit of making situations bigger than they need to be. They feel like instead of keeping things private and calm, things often become public. Others believe that because Martell and Melody are both public figures, every situation between them will naturally get attention. Either way, the courthouse moment became one of the biggest discussions among fans. One thing many people noticed was how calm Melody appeared during everything. People online were commenting about how she handled herself. They pointed out that even during stressful moments, she continued to stay focused. For many viewers, that stood out. Because being in a situation involving someone you have a long history with can be difficult, especially when cameras, fans, and public opinions are involved. But Melody has continued to show up. She has continued to work. She has continued to focus on her children. And many fans feel that says a lot about her strength. At the same time, people started questioning Martell's choices. The decision to bring his girlfriend became the center of many conversations. Some people felt it was unnecessary. They believed that a court appearance should have been about handling business and nothing else. They questioned why another person needed to be involved in such a serious moment. The